Hello everyone. Well, I'm Danya and I'm back with my second video on YouTube. And I wanted to talk about something that I don't hear people talking about a lot, and that's getting older and actually the positive side of getting older. I hear negative things about it, but I sat down not too long ago and I started thinking about this matter because I'm getting older. It's been about a month since I turned 52, and I don't know, I find it exciting. So I came up with a list of why it's not so bad getting older. It's all about your perspective. And when I go through this list, it may not apply to everyone who's getting older, but it definitely applies to a lot of people. And it certainly applies to my life. So I wanted to share these things with you, especially if you're younger. And you're, starting to think about it, or you may not be thinking about it, and you're like, okay, what's so good about getting older? So take a listen to what I have to say about the positive side of getting older. And I have my list next to me. So I'm going to go through it and I'm not going to make this video too long. So the first one, number one, is you still have time to pursue your goals and dreams. It is never too late. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late. And as long as you have breath in your body, you have time to go after your goals and dreams. Number two, you have more wisdom to make the right decisions, and therefore you make less mistakes. Now, again, not everyone who gets older is getting wiser, but a lot of us are. Number three, your hearing becomes sharper in terms of listening to your gut, that inner voice that you have within you that says, maybe don't do that, or maybe go this way and not that way, or back up from this person because they may not mean you well, and you don't always have the reasons why you feel the way you do, but when that inner alarm goes off, you've had enough experience to know, okay, I better listen to this. All right, number four, you're more experienced because you've lived longer, you're older, and because you've lived longer, you are now at a place in your life where you can be a guide or an inspiration to someone else. Number five, you're more confident. I find that getting older, I care less about what other people think. Now, don't get me wrong. I think all of us care to some degree about what people think, but the older that I've become, the less that I care about some things that people think. Number six, you know exactly what you want. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some things that you may be unsure about. I mean, there are definitely some things that I'm still a little bit unsure about, but for the most part, because I've lived as long as I have, I know what I want. I know what I want in terms of relationships. I know what I want in terms of my career and other things. Number seven, you have more money. And with more money comes more options to do the things that you want to do in life. You don't have to settle. You don't have to be on a job that you don't like, especially if you have a big cushion of savings that can carry you through a few months without working. All right, number eight, you have time to repair broken relationships, whether that is with friends or relatives. You have time to fix those things. You don't have to wait and until you're elderly and maybe that person is around, maybe they're not around, and then you have regrets that you didn't, go back to that person and fix a situation that could have been repaired. You have time to do those things. No excuses. Number 9, you have better days ahead. One thing to remember about getting older, if you don't remember anything else, today is the first day of the best days of your life. And it's up to you. You don't have to settle for being sad and being down or thinking that, life is not going to get better. No, it is, because you've declared it with your mouth, with your words, and with your mindset. And number 10, what's the alternative? If you're not getting older, and I said this in my last video, if you're not getting older, you're gonna die. It's just like plants or flowers. If they're not growing, they're dying. So if you're not getting older, then the alternative is you're gonna die. And who wants to die? No, you have too much to accomplish here on this earth. And as long as you're living and breathing, that means that God has a purpose for your life and you have something to do. So you need to get to doing it. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this video and will like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.